What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Bradley Jack Design here with a lovely Tuesday design we're going to get going and we're going to create. So thank you for joining me. Back to our regular programmed day. So today we're going to make a Justin Tucker graphic because he hit a 66-yard field goal, which is now the NFL record. So I don't have a lot prepped for this, so we'll play it by ear. I do have this one photo of him kicking the actual shot. So we're going to use this somewhere. This might be the whole main post. We will see. This is what the Ravens posted, so we're going to not do this. You know, it's the same photo. So we're going to use the same photo, but we're going to do something different. I do like this photo, though, how the ball is going through the Y for 66 yard. Very nice. On brand for the Ravens and the stuff they like to post. So I just wanted to share that's what they did. So we're going to do something different. I kind of wanted a video game vibe to this, like a high score. So we might lean into that. We'll see. Whatever you, Porter, and whatever you, Elijah, want to do, we can do that as well. So first things first, I'm just going to make the background black. I downloaded these shapes from Envato that look like this, that are really like, you know, futuristic-y. So I thought it'd be cool to include some of those. They sort of have a video game, digital Tron vibe. So I think we're going to try and utilize some of these if we can. But looking right now, I don't know how we're going to be able to do that. Because like I would want something like a floor. Maybe we have them kicking through a wormhole. I don't know. These are just cool shapes. I downloaded these for a project I was trying to do. Here's a floor. You know, we can just put this down here. Blow it up like that. This is a shape. So I mean, we can do something like that. We can also just like make our own. Maybe we'll do that instead. See what's going on with that. How you guys doing tonight? Let me know in chat. Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick. I just got assigned some work to do, but I don't think I have the time because we're doing the stream. One second, let me look at something real quick. While we take a look at this. Okay. All right, we'll see what that does. Well, I mean, I could do that work, but I feel like they wouldn't want me to do that, so we're not going to do that. All right, so we're going to go into Illustrator because I haven't really used Illustrator for stuff like this. What's up, Henry? So I was exploring Illustrator to use it more, so we can just make a rectangular grid and just hit up and over to make the same amount of ups and the same amount of downs. Just kind of go like this. You know, just make a big square. Give it a stroke like that. Copy it. Go back to Illustrator. Paste. Do not paste in pixels. You paste as a smart object always. Now I should have just done this as white. I'm just gonna give it a color overlay, and then we can make it whatever we want. first things first, actually, let's go in and make new guide layouts. I was wondering how you're here, Henry, because you have school, but you are homesick. It's adorable. I'm just kidding, you're sick. All right, so we're gonna drag the, oh, enter. So I'm gonna drag. See, I want to transform this. Sometimes it's really stubborn. Sometimes I have to turn this into another smart object and then have this work. Hello, Chris. Go Bulls. So I always line up these top anchor points when I drag these corners out by holding down the command key and holding shift, so they only go left and right. And that way I can make sure that they are straight. So this is what we got going on now. So like this is kind of cool. You know, he's kicking off into nothing right now. Maybe we can go ahead and maybe he's kicking it through a target or something like that. This is where the actual ball is. So in the Ravens graphic you saw they moved it down, so it's in between the streams here. Garrett, we do not know. Where's that timeout? We do not mention that musical here, nor do we ever quote it. So you're getting timeout. Yeah, let's make a grid and then break it and see if we can make a pentagram based on our composition. Maybe I should draw the pentagram first and see what happens. Let's see. I want this to say high score. I either want this to say high score or new record. Let's make it say new record. And we're going to make this a really video game font. So I downloaded a couple of things that are video game-like. I know I have VC Armada, which is very video game-like because it's like a VCR. But I downloaded a couple examples. Like this is nice. Oh, this is a WebApp. Hold on. I gotta open the WebApp. Save the WebApp. Duplicate the WebApp. Quit out of the WebApp. And then save. Okay. There we go. Here we go. So I downloaded this, which is like stage clear. I just think this might be good for the text as the gradient. So let's do that. Just steal this gradient. So to do that, we're going to go to gradient overlay. We're going to grab our gradient overlay. We're going to go to gradient, which is right here. I'm going to go to basic. And then we're going to go here. I don't know what Garrett's doing. All right, so we're going to go here. Then I'm just going to keep clicking internally here at each different color change. Maybe we want a dark one in there. And basically we're just going to steal this so it looks like we just made it. And I really wish that Photoshop had a way to like even out all of these. Like you just like hit a button and it evens out all of your points on a gradient. That would be nice because I feel like a lot of times people are trying to do something like that. So like we'll move this up like this. Let me go back to this gradient actually. Okay, we're black and black. That's good. None of this is showing up though. That's fine. So I'm gonna hit new to make this a gradient and then hit okay. So I'm gonna hit cancel actually and get rid of this overlay. We're gonna convert this to a smart object and then we'll do it and see what happens with that. Gradient overlay. Oh, I don't want it to be reversed there. That's why it looked a little bit odd. But even with that, I don't like how it looks. So I'm just gonna do it manually. That way I know it starts and stops where I want it to start and stop. And then I can group this together and I can give this just a big fat bevel and emboss. Let's do chisel hard. And we want up. And we want like real aggressive. Maybe not real aggressive. I want the top to be 100% screened like that. Let's make it like 130 pixels. That looks a little bit better. Now the thing is, this is super blurry, so it doesn't work that well. But we'll do something like that. Like that looks cool. Like it copied the style pretty well. You know, we might use a different font. So let's find a different font. I don't know if Adobe has any good fonts, so let's just go into Envato, our best friend. We really need to start becoming an affiliate for. So I want a techno. I just want techno. Techno. Usually that works out well if you type in techno and then just do, yeah, see, look. All the stuff we want. I want a font, though. Yes, these are good futuristic fonts. I don't know which one would look best. Well, if we want to mirror this, it sort of has some weird angles to it. You know, like this would work. You know, this would kind of work. Oh, arcade. Let's get a deal. Arcade. Let's do that. Here are the arcade fonts. This one's pretty nice. See what this one is. We'll just download this one. It's called Arcadia, of course, because why wouldn't they name it Arcadia? And then we'll go here, and then we'll go here, and then we'll go here. Yeah, Garrett, I was like, why are you timing out people? I know I muted you for 5 minutes, but damn, guy. Damn, Daniel. All right. Type this in here. New record. And then we're going to go to Arcadia, Arcadia. That doesn't look too terrible. It also doesn't look too great. Let's put these together. I feel like new record wouldn't have... Oops. I feel like new record wouldn't have an exclamation mark, just from a video game standpoint. Solely based on a standpoint of, I don't know how the game would read it. Maybe the character wouldn't look good. That looks nice. New record. I feel like it could be a little bit more crunchy though. I wonder if I can make this crunchier. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Man. I'm going to fill this with black. And add a couple... Make it the background a little bit bigger. I guess I could... I guess there's a filter I could probably just like pixelize it or pixelate it somehow. Do I have halftone selected? Yeah, okay. So what I was going to do is I was going to do some stuff that I usually do. Yeah, this is all going to look terrible. This is all just crap. Okay, let's do this instead. We're going to go to adjustments and we're going to go to threshold. So I can give this a threshold and then really crank it around. It's not doing much. It's doing some. But I don't want to blur it. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. This is just like, is this going to work? Time. So I'm going to blur this to 15% like that. And then I'm going to go to the pixelate gallery. I'm going to mosaic this. And hit OK. And then we're going to do a mosaic to the bottom. Perfect. Sort of lucked into that. Maybe I just want to mosaic it. What does that look like normal? See, usually... No, hold on. Let me get rid of that. So it looks like this. This usually. So that actually would work. Can I just mosaic it from here? Mosaic. Let's do like 6 pixels. Yeah, that looks good. Nice and blurry. Yeah, see, do mosaic. You just do what Garrett says. So there. A little blurry, which I don't like. Which is why if I go in here and do these two mosaics underneath a threshold, it's a little neater. Or just that. Oh, hold on. Screen. 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 Group. Do. Boom. Damn it. But then I need to bevel it. Okay, hold on. Doing some stuff real quick. Basically, I just made an alpha based on this layer instead. So now we have that here. Boom. There. New record text. Bevel emboss goes on the outside. Right click. Convert to smart object. Text. There. So we've got new record. You know, maybe we just list, you know, we can make this very simple and then maybe we can put it on something. You know, like, I'm sure we can go in Envato and type in, like, I don't want to copy exactly what, like, the Chiefs and Rams just did with, like, video game consoles. But we might do that. We might do that especially if we can find a graphic template that we can plug in a video game console. Or we can just like put it in front of a, you can just put it in front of like a TV. Okay, let's go to graphic templates. Let's type in TV mockup. Except I want a retro TV mockup. These are all, I want like this, but not that. Like I want this, but none of this crap around it. I wonder if I can just search CRT TV. Yeah. Ooh, overlay packs. These are stock video. I might have to get those though. Photos. We'll go with this. Do a Game Boy. Please have a Game Boy on here somewhere. Doing a Game Boy is actually a pretty good idea. I can't search Game Boy though. Can I search handheld game? Handle held. Let me see what we've got going on real quick. Okay. Yeah, I know I can probably find one on Google. I just want to see what's on Envato. I don't want to just rip everything from Google. But I'm going to. Blank Game Boy on table. Shopping. Images. Let's go to Google Advanced Search. Original Game Boy Color. I do want it to be a Game Boy Color just because we're going to have color on it. Garrett sent me one. Hold on. Oh. Oh, this is exactly what I want. From indieground.net. So we're going to open that up. Let me open the right thing. Here's what we got going on. Boom, look at this Photoshop mockup. Free Photoshop mockup. Pretty perfect. The issue is, it's like this is the screen contents. So that's the only problem, is it would be super, super tiny. And it would just be this. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just do this. Just mess with this. That's fine. Let's find the Raven's colors. Hex code. Raven's hex code. Okay, this is why I want to do the Raven's hex code. So here's the Raven's hex code. So they have a metallic gold. So I'm going to take that metallic gold and I'm going to go into our text here and make a new layer on top of this one, and I'm going to fill it with that metallic gold. As you can see, like that. I'm going to fill it with metallic gold. I'm just going to set it to color and then save. It's just going to be more realistic for what their color is. And then, where are we at? Where are we at? Right here. All right, good. Let's grab their purple. Get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Let's do a color overlay on this. Oh, I got a good idea. Okay, it's a little too dark. That's better. Well, let's save real quick. Desktop jt record.psd.psd. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. List of longest field goals in NFL history. So we're gonna do the list going down, and then number 2, we're gonna have him kicking it off or breaking it. Okay, so let's do this. 1, 2. We're gonna make this smaller. Same font. We want the 2 to be right there, so that's good. We want this to be in like that, though. It's gonna be more like a record. I wish you could do tabs in Photoshop. That would be so convenient right now to lay all this out. Oops, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're gonna make these much smaller. Drop it in, drop, drop, drop. Perfect. All right, so what does a high score screen video game? Images. Okay. You know, score ranking, name, level, score, rank, name, score. Okay. We want a new one above this that says rank. And we're going to turn these back on. Name. This is going to be centered, and we're going to center that to the center. We're going to center this as well. So let's go like this. We're going to go to our layout. We're going to clear our guides. We're going to make a new guides. Actually, hold on. We're going to do new guide layout. We're going to do 2 and 2 like that, which is fine. That's what we want. But I also want to make new guide layout, and I want 3 columns. But I want 3 columns without a margin, because then this is going to show me where I can put this. So I can put this right here, in here, and then if I center it, that's dead center. If we do the whole screen in thirds. So we got name, rank. What do I want? DST? DST is probably fine. Okay, rank, name, distance. Go like this. I'm actually probably going to shrink all of this, but we can figure that out later. Everything in a video game is going to be so laid out so specifically. Like everything's going to be, you know, lined up like this. Everything's going to be lined up centered. So we'll figure it out. Make new record and actually... What is this? This isn't what this isn't. It's not even a group. All right, align this to canvas. There, I thought it was over a little bit, so we needed to fix that. Okay, we'll make this a little bit smaller. Drop it up like that. The reason I was using that other font was it's a mono font, which means these are all going to be the same width no matter how wide they are. All right, so now here's the question: do we want to do 3-letter names, like on a theoretical thing? Cat, kit, nom, yas. See, name here is longer, but on usual high scores, it's just 3. So maybe we can do that. So we can do JTK. We can do okay, hold on. So it's Justin Tucker. So we can do Tuck. Matt Prater. So we can do Matt. Tom Dempsey. We can do Tom. Jason Elam. What do we want to do for Jason Elam? Jace. Sebastian Janikowski. Can be Seb. David Akers. David. Graham Gano. Graham. 8. Brett Maher. Brett. This is actually kind of fun. Steven Gostkowski. I want to put GOAT, but I can't. I'll put GOAT. We can change it later. And then Brett Maher again. We'll do 4. Sebastian Janikowski. We got Jason Elam. We can just do Tom. We can do Matt. And then we can do Huck. There. I think that'll work. Oops. We'll drag this over to the side like that. And let's put all of these in now. So we got 66, 64, 63, 63, 63, 63, 63, 63, 62 is too many. Hold on. Okay, yeah, Eddie Pinheiro, get out of here, Garrett. Get out of here with that crap. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is 63. And actually, Brett is gone. I skipped Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant is 62. And the GOAT is 62. Okay, there. We got the names here. What is this? This is the back layer. Is this all groups together? What is this? Yeah, I don't want that in the same group. That's bad. So we'll move this up here, group it together, scores. I'm going to make this like 80% as big, 90% as big, so they're up here. I'm going to take away the 64. I'm going to duplicate this and type 64. Hold on. Let me sneeze real quick. There, notoriously loud sneezers. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tiny Tucker I've got going on. New smart object via copy. I guess it doesn't really matter. Jeez. Okay, we're going to take a brush and we're going to get rid of it. Now I did that, but I have this top layer on, so I thought it was still there for some reason. Invert. So now we can put this. I'm going to convert this to a smart object. That way it's only this. So I can put this wherever I want. So I can take this 64 and convert it to a smart object. And I can move it like this. And then, you know, make it look like it got hit or something. You know, maybe it's like that, and then maybe we take this ball and we put it like that. So it looks like it's kicking the 64 down. And then we want to make the top name a different color. So these are all cascading. Do we want to cascade them? That'd be pretty easy to do, because we have everything here. I think we're going to make name, distance, and rank different. So these are the titles. Group this. These are the scores. So let's just put a gradient on top of this. Let's go back and let's find the Ravens colors. So they do have this nice red that they use. So maybe we make name, rank, and distance that red. Also, red is nice in video games. Like this. Rank, name, distance. So what do we want to do? Do we want to do green? Do we want to do yellow? Their gold's going to look bad. It would just look weird. Let's just grab like 100% green. Hold on, what is this? 90, okay. So we can go like that. And then we can have that going to yellow. We can use the color from the metallic gold like that. Make sure we like plug it in and then Toss it in there somewhere. And then we can put that right there. That looks dumb. Say it with me. That looks dumb. Okay, great. Let's make it go to yellow like that. We just take this 64 and just tweak it a little bit. And maybe a little bit like this. Something like the caption could say, like, he knocked off Matt Prater's kick or something like that. I think that would work out. So we got the scores. I'm going to move them up just a little bit. I can always just move this football whenever I want. Let's name this football whenever I want. I can also then move Justin Tucker down to wherever I want as well. Maybe we give this a little bit of something. So I'm going to convert these all to a smart object. And let's see if I can do the same mosaic filter to this, but let's do like 2 or 3. So I just have a feeling if I do that and I give it a threshold, maybe that'll work. Theoretically, the colors should still work. And there. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm going to set this to multiply and set this to multiply. And then it's only going to apply to this. And the names are broken, which is good. Let's just keep tweaking the cells on this. I can just hit up and down. And it'll tweak it until it finds something I like. See, the issue is the 64 is like super broken. I think that works out well. So let's copy those layers and put it below this layer, which is nothing. On the 64, I might tweak it completely to be something a little bit different. This isn't going to work out. Hold on. I need to turn these back to white. Properties. I can go here, change it to white, save. Go back. Okay, now they're black and white, which is good. Let me lower them a little bit. Filter mosaic. 4 is fine. Make a new layer on top of this that is set to multiply. And then that is going to be the red color. I think what I might have to do for the 64, I mean, I could blur it. That might, that might work. Okay, if that's set to screen and that's set to pass through. Is this set to screen? No, there, okay. We got everything where we want. Yeah, making these guys pixelated might be a good idea. So let's do that now. I'm going to make them a little bit, well, yeah, let's just make them a little bit larger. Got a little bit of perspective going on. Okay, so we'll convert these to a smart object. And I'm usually not trying to make things pixelated, so I'm not the expert on what to do here. But I figure we can probably use the same thing. There. Enter. Done. That was silly. Like, oh, how do we do this? Maybe we do it like a little bit more. But maybe we filter. There should be another filter gallery thing in here. I want a 0 relief patchwork, and I want the square size to be larger. Let's do that. And then put that in after the mosaic. Let's take a look at this. Mosaic, good. Okay, filter gallery. Now I can set this filter gallery to a blending mode, which I don't know what that would do. It's not doing anything, is what it's doing. I think that looks fine. Yeah, you can still read Tucker, so we'll do that. That's good. Okay, so that's nice. Let's take the football and just give it a path blur, just because we love path blurs here. Path blur. Delete the regular blur. He would have kicked it right here. Straight on through. I don't want a centered blur. See, that's the thing. I want it tapered 100%. See, that's what I don't like about this. What I think I actually need to do is... Yeah, I know. Nope. Go back. Okay, so we're going to go to Filter. We're going to go to Blur Gallery. We're going to go to Path Blur. We're going to delete the Path Blur. We're going to just click just past this and go through it. It's actually like right here. Hit Enter. Just drag this other point up here. I don't want a centered blur. I want it to be like this. There. Speed 100. Did I just make the speed 10? Answer, yes. Yes, I did. 100. And then you know what we should do is we should convert this to a smart object, and then we should throw the same mosaic on top of it. So then look, it's a blurred. That looks kind of cool. Can I get a... Let me see if Envato has a pixelated explosion. Pixelated explosion. They might actually just have pixelated explosion. If they don't, I'll just get a regular explosion and I'll pixelate it. Duh. Like these would work. Those are video templates. I could probably find something on Footage Crate. This is a website I use. Pixel explosion. No pixel explosion. Okay. I'll just go back to Envato then. And just type in explosion. I really want to search like BAM. I want like a very cheesy BAM like this in 3D, but I don't want it to actually be that. Or do I? Let's take a look, actually. Let me try something. Download, blah, 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 blah. What we're pretty much doing is applying the same mosaic to, like, everything. So if I can apply this mosaic like it is and go like this. You know, it says BAM. You can barely tell it says BAM. You know, you can go like that. That's kind of fun. I like using this mosaic thing. This is a fun little exercise. I kind of want this to be like this green color or black and white. So let's see if I can apply just a regular gradient map to it. That's one thing I don't have pulled up. I don't have my cool things pulled up. So I can set this to screen and then just fiddle around with this. So it's only black and white. I don't really like that because you can't see it. Cancel. Delete. That might work. Just BAM. Something like that. I think we're going to throw an overall glitch to everything. And I know there's stuff like there's things you see on Instagram where it's like VCR effect. You know, like there's these glitchy who's a what's its. Let's take a look at some of these and see if any of these are good. Like these are just glitch intense backgrounds. So we'll see what this is. Download that. So far, this is a fun little graphic. We need some stuff in the background, though. So, like, what's in the background of a high score screen? What do you guys think we should put back there? Was that in Ethan's original download? Who's What's It? Because I know I've got that going on. So it's the thing with like a lot of these. Oh, maybe we do that. Maybe we put in like a pixelated football crowd. Maybe that's what we need. Like one of those real generic photos of people. Open bridge up. Okay, so I want stock images. And I have some glitch stuff we can put on here that I've downloaded somewhere. I'm sure you can read where it says glitch on here. Displays glitch. Yeah, right here. Like I've got some VCR stuff like this that we can use. So maybe we'll toss those on top real quick. Just to set it up. I'm just going to stretch this down a little bit, and then we're just going to duplicate it like that, because who's paying attention to that? Nobody. All right, we'll convert that to a smart object, set it to screen. The issue is you're not going to be able to see anything because there's so much crap going on. So we're going to blow this up like this. We'll give this a little bit of a levels adjustment to get rid of some of these grays. See, that's still too much, though, you know? I guess something we'll have to figure out later. There's something there, though. There's something with that idea. Let's go back. And what I wanted to basically, you know, what I'm also sort of showing you is, like, you don't have to make everything. Like, using templates for stuff and, like, graphics for things, they're just going to save you time. Like, if there was a... Oh, I'm looking for a football crowd. I want to search for VCR still. Like these stock videos, you could easily download this stock video and then just put, just export a ping. So here you go, stock CRV overlay packs. So that's what I want. Here you go, arcade tube CRT effect. So this is something I can download, and we'll take a look and see what this does. It's probably something where I just replace it inside their file. Good to go. Yep, here's effect. Chris, Envato is the main site I go to for assets I want to use. I'll look at Unsplash if I need just like a stock image of something. I'll go to unsplash.com and look there. If it's not on there, I'll go to Envato. I go to Envato if I know I want an object in 3D because they'll probably have it. You know, like I can search TV in here. Or let me just search video game. And I know they have a bunch of graphics that I can use, but they also have a bunch of 3D stuff. So like they might have, you know, like here's a pixelated who's what's it. Here's a fake gun. You know, they might have like characters in here that I can use. Or like, you know, if I want video game coins or something, here's a coin I can put in there, or here's money going down, you know, stuff like that. So that's what I'll use Envato for. So I want to make this canvas size 2000 by 2500. That's how large our object is. So we're just gonna save this and see what happens. So you're supposed to edit the content here. We're gonna make this 2500. Your image here. So we're gonna see how bad this looks because it probably wants you to make everything just like white. And if it's not white, it's probably gonna be super broken. So we'll see what this looks like. Yeah. Like, looks terrible. And it could be a thing where it's based on the... Let me try something. It could be that there's a background, and that's messing everything up. Because it could be basing everything on shapes instead of actual colors. But this still has a background to it. I need to get rid of that. But it also has stuff that is set to mask, so it's still super broken. So let me go like this, and let me just say anything that's this layer that's black, go like that. Now this is going to be super broken, which is fine. We just want to test to see if, yeah, see, so that's what this is doing. But also it's just like throwing this pattern on top of this image. Like you can go in here and you can see what it's doing. So I can just like steal this pattern. Go back here, paste the pattern on top, go into the actual pattern and scale it down to like 45%, or just scale it a little bit and then just set it to, you know, go back here. I'll just go in and I'll see what this is setting down to. So this is, there's a gradient fill on top of this. The image is set to screen and it's blurred a couple times. So I can set this to normal. I can make a new layer. I can put everything into this layer. I can convert that to a smart object. Screen, filter, Gaussian blur. Let's do 5. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. Turn this pattern back on. I don't know. Group this all together and only apply it to that. You know, like it's... I'd have to go in and actually figure out what the heck this is doing. There's a bunch of effects on this too, like outer glow, inner glow, outer glow, outer glow, outer glow. We're not going to mess around with that. It is nice that there's a pattern here. This is basically just... Oops. That's fine. I can delete that. This is basically just what you would find. Just an LCD screen. Okay, we got everything blurred out pretty well. So what I wanted was a photo of some people in a stadium. So I've got some stock images of that I can toss in there. These are some soccer fans. I don't have any photos of like fans, but I do have a photo of a field goal somewhere. Field goal right here. Let me toss this in here. See how bad this looks. You know, so we're gonna do this. Probably just want some like fake fans in the background. So we'll go to filter, pixelate, mosaic. Let's do like 15. Yeah, let's do like that. And then we don't give it an adjustment. No, let's actually give it a posterize. Not a posterize. That's wrong. A threshold. Yeah, that looks so bad. That looks awesomely bad. Nope, this all looks terrible. This is where we're debating now. Like, this is a cool little thing, but like, this would be cool if we took this and then put it inside a video game case. Which is what we... Video game console. Video game screen. You know, I want a video game mock-up. That's not how you spell video game at all. Video game. What do you guys think? Surprised there's no like little console on here. I can just toss something in. They of course have like really fake looking things all the time. What I want is I want an old TV. So we might do that. I think there was a photo of an old TV on here that we can put this on. Yeah, one of these. And we can just put it in this vintage television. So So we'll do that. So let's make a new composition. Henry, send me whatever you want. Go ahead and just DM me on Twitter and send me something if you have something you think is cool. But I have an idea of what I kind of want this to look like. I kind of want to set up like a scene where there's like a wall with like real Art Deco wallpaper and see what happens. But not Art Deco. I just want like 70s. No, not 70s, because this is a video game. So I want like 80s wallpaper. This is just going to be stupid crap like this. Yeah. I want like real wallpaper. I actually want an empty room. Because I want a blank wall. That I can put this in front of. Like this. See, I want this, but I don't want these frames. So I want it without the frames. Yeah, I want this mock-up interior scene creator, but I don't want the scene interior at all. I just want indoor wall empty. I really just want this. Let me just download this real quick. And then we can probably tweak it from there. I don't think the angle's right, which is why I wanted something else. But we'll take a look. I'm still waiting for Henry to send me something so we can see what he has to say. Probably could have found a photo on Envato. There's this wall. I'm just going to convert this to a smart object. See, like they've got this like dumb lighting on it. Like, oh, it's on the wall. It's super cool. That's not what we want. I want this. I wonder if I can just find that photo on Unsplash. This is where I would look on Unsplash now. Unsplash. Blank wall. Yeah, I want this. Or like that. Blank wall floor. Interior. I want this without the chair. You know. We used to look for photos like this all the... I could probably make something in Cinema 4D actually. But that's fine. We used to look for walls like that all the time at my old job because we would put something we could put a car in front of, theoretically. Graphic Burger. Is that .com or is it .co.uk? Sponsored by MailChimp. Wow, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. Might have to look into that later. We're going to go with this. We're just going to quit out of that. Okay, this is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to group all this stuff together and we're going to tone this down. Tone this the heck down. Like that. And then in Bridge, I have a lighting file, lighting, of just this. So we're gonna boost this baby up, boost it out to the side. We're gonna make a alpha layer out of it, select the alpha layer, go back here, delete the layer mask and do exposure and then invert it. And then get rid of that. So it's all dark except for around where this TV is, which is good. I'm actually going to turn this wall with a color lookup, night or day to night. Or is it night from day? night from day. There. But then I'm going to get rid of the blues because I don't want the blues in there. So we're going to go to adjustment layers, color lookup, drop blues. There. Now it's just a TV. And then what if we go like that? There. That looks pretty nice. We take the TV, we just lower it a little bit like that. Great, perfect. All right, now what is the ratio of this? What's the rough ratio? 721 divided by something, something, something. I can just draw a rectangle, actually. Draw a rectangle, click. Convert to smart object. Double click smart object. Make smart object giant. Width 2000 pixels. There. Now I can just take all this crap, copy, paste it in here. This is our new setup. Drag this out. That's good. I can get rid of this rectangle at the bottom we don't need, make this larger so black bleeds all the way out. Take our vector object, widen it up a lot so it fits the whole way. And then I got to do that for the other group. Like this, where it's such as, ugh. Okay, hold on. How many of these we got? Okay, this one. Duplicate, screen, or no, group, screen, group. Lines. Okay, good. Let's just take a couple of these groups actually and blur them. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Sure, let's do 3. Let's Gaussian blur this one like 10. And let's give this bottom one, let's give this a layer, and let's give this actually just a little bit of an outer glow. The outer glow is going to break everything. Raven's colors, purple, paste, go. Screen 100%. Let's make this a little bit lighter. There, that's fine. Let's take all of these objects actually. Just make them a little bit. No, it's fine. I think I can make new record a little bit bigger. Okay, I can save that now. Now if I go back to what we were working on here on the wall, we have this mock-up that's huge now. But I can make this like 33%. And there, now it fits here. You just go like this. Usually I would set it to like multiply. We're probably going to set it to screen or overlay. Or no. Let's do a couple things. First, let's quickly select this area that we're going to mask this to that. So I want to select and mask. And I really just want to smooth this out, this current selection. Because it's a very defined shape of what we have. So I want to smooth it. Contrast can go down. I'm just going to go like this. Is this going to break everything? No. Okay. This is actually smoothing out nicely. Sort of how I want it to. Boost the contrast of the edge a little bit. I guess I could feather it a little bit more. That won't hurt anything. And I keep hitting the wrong buttons on accident. And I just like completely get in my head and be like, wait, what's the right button? So I'm going to hit OK, and that's going to mask out the TV, but I'm just going to drag that up to this rectangle. So now this rectangle is on there, but we're going to put this into a group so we can move this around a little bit like that. And maybe shrink it a little bit, which is fine because I can just go in here and I can just add a layer of black. So then it looks like that and says new record. So that's cool. So what I want to do is I want to copy this. I'm going to duplicate the top of the TV. convert that to a smart object, but I want to toss it on top and set it to screen on top of this. But I want to make it black and white because I do want it to look like it's on the TV. Like that looks way better already. Let me just drag this over. I basically just want that spot highlight. Like this spot highlight right there. That's really all I want. And I'm going to blur this a little bit. Blur. Gaussian blur 10. Okay. Group this together. We'll put it in the same group so there's no edge. But look at that. That looks kind of cool. That looks nice. Okay, so now what do we want to do? So this is the design. So I'm going to take the design, I'm going to duplicate it, copy it, filter, Gaussian blur it. I can't do that because I need to turn this into a smart object first. But I don't want to turn that into a smart object. I want to turn this into a smart object. But I don't want to do that. I want to just blur this. Filter, Gaussian blur. Let's do 5. And then set this whole thing to screen. So there, now it's coming off. That looks kind of cool. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of curves adjustments on the TV. So we decreased what the TV looks like with exposure. So we're going to try and get a little bit of that back. Select, modify, contract. Let's do 2 pixels. Let's give this a little bit of a fringe blur. Oh, I gotta click on the actual thing there. There we go. Okay, here. Henry sent me the thing. Let's take a look at what he sent me. And then we're gonna change everything with 29 minutes left. Ooh, an arcade, TV arcade? Yeah, this is totally gonna be better than what I'm gonna do. Oh. He sent me something like this. Yeah. My image just goes here at the bottom. Okay. All right, let's try that. I like how this looks. You know, this is a cool little thing we're doing, but I think what he just sent is going to look way cooler. And I can just paste it and blow it up like this. Go in. Henry, thank you for sending me that. This is way... Did you make that? So you made this file. This is yours. This is what you're telling me. No wonder it's so bad. Garrett, this looks cool. What are you talking about? Got like lights and stuff on here. There's a couple things I would need to tweak with it. Yeah, this is actually kind of really nice, Garrett. What would you know about quality? You're a Giants fan. Sick burn. Take that and you're more than 50 yards of offense. Because your coach is a better coach than our coach. I'm just gonna completely mess things up again. Why do I keep doing that? I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, see, so like new record, like that's cool. It's all on there. Need to make this a little bit larger. I think one thing I want to do on this too is let's go to what this could use is a lens correction. And then we're just gonna distort it like that. There. Now it's sort of fitting the screen a little bit better. So there's that. Now I'm going to get rid of some of this pizza grease you have on the screen. Like this layer. Just gonna do one of these. So much pizza grease. What is this? Outside? Okay. Inside? Oh, I want the levels to be just on this. Okay, that's one layer. Is this another layer? Is that... Oh, those are the only two layers. Okay, so I can just go into this layer and mask it out. With a really soft brush at like 30%. There, I can do that. That's better. Okay, but we need this to be buzzing. So we're going to duplicate this and set it to screen. And then filter it. And just Gaussian blur it, really. Gaussian blur. 10. But then I want to set it to like, yeah, 50%. Okay, so then we can put on the sides here, now that we have like space randomly. This also doesn't look like it's in the middle anymore. Let's grab a Ravens logo. Which should be somewhere on my computer. Ravens logo. The Ravens logo right here. And then they played the Lions and beat the Lions. We'll just put the like final score there. Lions logo right here. Make these about the same size. We can then take our superhero thing and just throw this in the top. Just set it to normal and say bam. You know, just go like that. It's kind of fun. We can set the same mosaic to the Ravens and the Lions. Save, and then let me quit out of some of this stuff we don't need open. See, like this looks cool. We might keep this one and just do both. Porque no los dos, you could say. Yeah, is that in the center? Like, I'm not convinced that's in the center. It is, though. It just doesn't look like it. Okay, so that's what I'm editing. I'm not editing this, actually. So I need to take these, copy it over to here, and paste it, and then get rid of that. Delete, 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 delete. Turn this on, turn this off. Delete, save, go back. This should update, because this is inside the thing you made. Save, go back. Should pop up in here, like that. Goody, goody, goody. Okay, but we need some, you know, we need some scores. What's the final score of that game? Ravens Lions. Like 19-17? Yep, 19-17. 19. We're using Arcadia. We're gonna make this green, 90, 100. Oh, it's 80 and no, it's not. It is 75 and 100. I thought. Oh well. Let's make this 45. We'll throw the same mosaic on top of that. Except I can't because I need to make it a smart object first. Make this red. Make this the Ravens red. We'll just lower these a little bit. Actually, we're going to make the Lions and the superhero. We're going to make this the same. I don't need to make it a smart object, but that's an accident. I just want to line these up. And then do that. And then we can take the text. We'll lower it like that. I can convert these to smart objects now, and then I can make these mosaicked like that. Oh, I need to turn this into a smart object. If you drag it on top of a text file, it's not going to work. Save, copy these guys. Let's get rid of this pattern. This. Copy. Paste. Save. Then saves there, which then saves here. Arcade. TV screen. See, I just like the look of this. How it's on a TV. You probably find... Actually, I know they have them on here. I do like that mock-up you made, Henry. I think it's pretty nice. What do I want? I want a 3D video game. I should make this like an Xbox, so it like doesn't make any sense. Garrett, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is a photo of? Like, do you know what this is supposed to be a photo of? No, that is a PlayStation 1? Yeah, it's a PlayStation 1. The original PlayStation is what that's supposed to be. Yes, it is a PlayStation. Congratulations. They actually had like portable PlayStations that just like popped up. Took one on a vacation with us. I think we borrowed it from a friend. Like my brother randomly had friends who just had consoles we could borrow. We'll put this console down here maybe. The angle's not exactly right, so we'll get rid of it. Okay, let's do what we were gonna do before we got distracted by the lovely graphic that was sent to us. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this curves layer. I'm gonna delete the layer mask. So it looks like that. Here's the problem. I want this exposure to be on the wall, but I also want this exposure to be on here. So I think I need to do that. He is too young, Jack. That is why I purposefully asked him if he knew what it was. The Nintendo 64 was like the ultimate GOAT. Alright, underlying layer. Let's not apply this to anything that's like that dark. Exposure? I hardly know her. Anytime you want to reference the office on here, you do it as much as possible. This is where I could spend like, I'm not going to, and I say this every time, could spend like 30 minutes doing lighting on just like light, 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 light here, light here, light here. I will put a little bit of ring lighting around this to make it seem like this television is actually on. It's always just this fog. Like fog these old CRTs had. When you turned them on, you could see. Get on these knobs. Get on this knob a little bit more. This knob a little bit. I think what's really going to sell it actually. I want to do that. Make another adjustment for the shadows. I think it's going to help. You want a shadow here. First, I need to get rid of this. Actually, I guess it's fine. Okay, this is a darkening layer, so I want to darken up everything down here. It's practically doing nothing. Dark. Yeah, get real dark. Stupid TV antenna. Okay, so what I want to do now, let's just do a curves adjustment. Like this. Outside the group, inverted. But then we just go like, go like that. But then it only applies to the television. I'm trying to think how I want this, how I can get this to look how I want. It's almost as if I need to duplicate this. Toss this on top. Well, I'm sure it's from something else. I just know in part of The Office, that's what Michael Scott says. Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to get rid of this Gaussian blur. I want to convert this to a smart object. And then I want to Gaussian blur it. Because then this is actually going to screen a little bit out onto the TV. Let's add a new layer onto the TV and let's set this to color. And let's zoom in and let's grab some of these colors and toss them on here. Kind of like that. Except less heavy-handed. So we want this to just hit the front here. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm gonna set the whole layer to 20%. And I can have my other layer here set to 100. So if I mess something up, I can fix it easier. Because I want this to bleed like that, and we want this to bleed like that. I actually want this to be black. Just this to be there. You know, just a little bit of color. This is black. New record would be up here like that. Yeah, something like that. I set this to hue. Yeah, if I set it to hue, it does nothing. If I set it to color, it does that. Let's just blur this. Let's blur it a lot. Let's blur it like 50 pixels. It's super faint now. So I can duplicate it and put it on top and maybe set it to overlay. That's overlaid 100%, so that's good to know. I actually like how that looks. Let's set that to 50%, but then let's mask out some of these areas that shouldn't be hit. Like that. Like that's good. So then let's go make a new layer. Let's do the same thing down here. So let's set this to color. And then we're going to set it to 20%. Sorry, V 20%, V 100%. We're going to take that same color here. Actually, let's really funk this up. So I'm going to set this to color. I'm gonna. Why can't I do that? Okay, hold on. Convert to new smart object there. Set to color. That's good. But I want to. What is happening? Oh, hold on. Convert to smart objects. Not smart object. Sometimes I hate Photoshop so much. Like, I just want this to be this small box like that. So I can go like this. And I'm just going to stretch it out like this for the color. And then we're going to just blur the crap out of it. 20. 20 is not enough. 50. 50 is good. So set that to screen. Oh gosh. Just broke everything. Hold on. Pass through. Screen. Duplicate. Screen. The issue is I want to set it to like overlay or like color dodge. Color dodge might work. We'll do that. Yeah, that looks cool. Let's save this as new JT record save. Sure. Replace. I can't because it's open. JT record TV. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually now on this wall, no, not there. We'll do it on here. Let's grab that Ravens logo again. Ravens.eps. Can we do that? Maybe we'll do that. Hold on. And I don't have it in a library. I want to make a new library. Cancel. Sorry, how do we... I'm trying to remember. So in here, doesn't Dean have somewhere where I can take this and turn it into a pattern automatically? Yeah? You guys know what I'm talking about? Pattern. I didn't actually watch that video he was talking about, so I don't know what he did, but you guys might know what I'm talking about. Auto-generate groups for me. Sure, right. Yeah, that's the foreground color. Oh well, we'll do something different. I do want to make this wall purple, though. We're going to make this wall purple. Color overlay. Oh, good. Multiply. Save. Yeah, Garrett, what do I do? You know what I'm talking about? I was just going to make a pattern out of this. I'm right here. I got this going on. That is so Raven. Yeah, I'm in libraries right here. See libraries? Create new library from document. There is no create from image. Look, it doesn't exist. Okay, click the plus icon. Plus. Oh, create from image. There it goes. Ah, okay. All right, let's try this again. And then we'll give Dean some props on here and then say Garrett helped out as well. So I can't do anything. See, I have this selected. Hold on. It's because this is part of the library. Embed linked. Create from image. Got it. So there. We're going to make a... Which one of these would most likely be a wallpaper? That. Save. There. Now that's a pattern. A pattern of disrespect. Disray specs. Hold on. Patterns. Libraries. This button. Yep, pattern fill. Exactly what I want. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I want to do this button. Sure. But I want it to only be here. And I don't want the color effect. I do want the color effect, but then I want the pattern on top of that color effect. Wow, this really doesn't want me to select that. Select. Screen. Ugh. Color effect. There. Save. So much time for something that I'm not going to like how it looks. That's exactly what just happened. Yeah, I don't hate it. Looks better when I turn this back on too, and it's not like that. All right, let's take this Raven wall. And let's quickly convert to new smart object, convert to new smart object, convert to new smart object. Okay, so we want white. I'm trying to think of how I'd actually build this though. We have all white, then the next layer would be all gold. Ah, see? Messing things up already. Go to the old, where the heck is the Pathfinder tool? Pathfinder. Merge. Copy, delete, paste, save. Go back, go back, go back. Boom. Okay, we'll just kind of move this over so it doesn't look silly. Okay, so then this is going to be purple. Thunder Myth Blend, the purple, 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 purple. That's how the song goes. I don't make the rules. This is my stream though, so I do make the rules. Ugh. Bomb it. Let's figure out where these are supposed to go. Okay, let's just do this. This is supposed to be right here. Where's the gold supposed to be? Slightly over. Okay, good. So then we'll do the black layer. I feel like black actually needs to be on a different layer. This actually isn't how I probably would do this, but it's 830. So, whoops. I know where this goes right there. And then I need to duplicate new smart object via copy, put this below, go back here, Command Z, select the red, save, go back. That one's the same, this one changed to red, good. Put this around this eyeball. Okay, good. So then I can quickly hit black shadow underneath, black shadow underneath, black shadow underneath, black shadow underneath, and then black shadow underneath. So I have an action that does this all for me, so I can just make these quick things to just do a little bit of a layering. But then I want to take all of these and I want to give this a bevel and emboss, but I want it to be like 1. I want it to be like 50%. I want to give it a gradient overlay, a basic gradient overlay of that set to 50%, set to overlay. That's what I want to do. Let me apply that to the black, which does nothing and not actually what I want. I can't see anything. Hold on. There's too many things open. Close tab group. Go up. There we go. Okay. So I want to apply this to that. There, good. Then I want to apply the same to this. And I want to apply the same to this. And then I want to apply the same to the bottom layer. With the bottom layer, I have to take and change the gradient overlay from overlay to normal and make it slightly smaller like that. And then take this and set this to normal, or set this to multiply at 100% and make this blur much larger. 15 and like 25. You know, this thing's hanging off a wall. This is what I'm trying to give the idea of. There. There, I think that's going to do it. So let's just add a couple quick things to the end. Let's add a color lookup of Kodak like this, except that's super blown out. Let's give this a grain. Button. Who's got the button? Grain and dust. Dust scratch. There. Vintage vibes. And we'll go with that. Done. So this is a fun little weird graphic. But this might be something that a client might actually want you to make. Something funky like this, a little scene setting, something going on. So I'm gonna hit save real quick. I'm going to add a bit of an... I'm just gonna add a little bit of a... Nope, not that. Not that. Just a little bit of something to darken up the background a little bit like that. Save, ping, export. We're done. All right. Thank you guys for joining me today. This was a fun little graphic to make. I'm probably going to do a stream on Thursday during the day. So if you have any ideas of what you want me to make, let me know. I'll do that. But I'm happy you guys were quick to select to spend your time with me. And I will see you guys next Tuesday.